Testing, testing. What's up, guys? Vince Ryder here, and welcome to my month by month, which is a series that I used to do a long time. But well, when I say long time, I mean last year. But this year, I'm doing it pretty much late because I was finishing a budget. Actually, I have no idea. Yeah, you know what? I have no idea. There you go. That's my excuse. I'm doing this such an awkward angle. My thing is like, just hovering right now. Hopefully you can hear me. I got a feeling this might not be perfect, but you know what? I don't care. If it isn't, then I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to really, control whatever consequences or actions or whatever is going on in this kind of way I'm recording this because I do have this like freaking neck phone holder and I'm using this as a mic. So, this is my this is the best way I can do it. And at the same time reading the computer because I have my notes here of just like, what I did and pretty much to help me because when it comes down to this, I have to basically work to make this video, which is, usually with a Let's Read, I just record and that's it. Just press record. I record my screen, my voice, and that's it. But here, I kind of have to set things up a little bit. So hopefully, this kind of feels like an interview, but it isn't. But yeah, this is my month by month for 2023 or when I was 26, because basically this is just a recap of 26 because right now, as I'm recording this, it is my birthday today. So shout outs to everyone for greeting me happy birthday and all that. Yeah, let's just have some fun and do a month by month. Hopefully it's short. I'm gonna make it short. And there's a couple things that I might miss here. Again, these were like, stuff from like last month's and stuff like that. And I don't even remember last month. I don't remember like last year or anything. I do remember a couple things, and I guess I'm about to talk about them in this particular video. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. It's kind of like a diary where I showcase and share like what is going on with my life, what is developing here and there. And it's a way for, I guess, me to express myself because usually in my head, I have a lot of things like intact, like, okay, this is what happened in my life. Oh, I almost died at this point. Not a lot of things happened when I was, or at least back in 2023. Like there wasn't much and there wasn't really anything to begin with, but I have to make this video. I feel like, right now as I'm making this, it's sort of developing of just how I think, and it's kind of like a good a point of direction of where I want to go with my life, especially from the last month by month, because this is my second month by month video. I do these because it keeps track of, what have I achieved or what success or anything like that. And I guess there isn't much, which is sad because I want to make this year different. I want to actually achieve more and do more, So let's talk about the stuff that I didn't do or did last year 2023 or when I was 26 because now 27. Let's go into this because I don't really have a lot intact. I don't remember the news because the thing is that I usually reference news and what like major thing happened during this time. I don't think I have a lot of that. I do have a few, but I don't have a lot of that to actually contrast the video. I'm not going to talk about like drama that happened in YouTube, like, oh, this video got struck in this particular month. I'm not going to go into that. So it's mostly stuff that has less like drama and more so just stuff that is just like more fun, just fun to talk about here and there. So in the month of January, and I have to see if I'm recording or not, just keep things okay. So month by month, and as you can see here in the background, it's a bunch of mountains here, and yes, I'm recording this in portrait mode once again. I know I guarantee you that most people in this channel don't have a problem watching my videos in portrait mode. I tend to make a lot of videos like that. It just is what it is, all stuff that's fit for TikTok. But we're going to go into January, and as you can see here, there's the funeral that I visited last January. And for those that don't know, my grandma passed away, and we were trying to set up the funeral for that particular day for my grandma. And pretty much, yeah, it was heavy. It is what it is, but I don't know. I don't want to make this a sappy video, but there's a lot of regrets most of the time, where I feel like I could have spent more time with her, especially during that moments when I was living with her. Because for those that don't know, I lived with her when especially after the eviction that happened to me when I lost my house. I lived with her, and pretty much I guess this is the month where I also moved to another house because I couldn't live there anymore because, well, she passed away, and they have to do something about that house. So, and don't ask me why, like, oh, why though? I don't know. Look, listen, I don't own the house. Okay. I believe my uncle does. And also it's a family thing. Like it's kind of like in that operation, but I don't really think I have the rights to know that. Or, I would say the thing is that I have no choice but to say I or don't care, because I mean, I do care, but the thing is, there's nothing I can do when when they were like, oh, I had to move out or something like that, because I guess my parents wanted me back or whatever, because since that house, like, I don't really have a that much of a currency to actually pay for, the house that I'm living in right now. But we'll get into that later. Other than that, yeah, the funeral that happened, this whole thing that I don't want to get into. And yeah, last day at my grandma's house, and also, I think I remember going. This is something unrelated because there was a bunch of other stuff. I also put like games here, and this is like related to stuff that what games I've been playing during this time. And this month, I finished Mario Odyssey. That was like a moment when I played Mario Odyssey, and also like I played it during the new year. It was especially at this level where Mario was actually check watching the fireworks or whatever, and then I played a level, and yeah, it was like a very memorable just moment of just because that's like also my beginning to be my favorite game of all time, Mario Odyssey. I can see why that most people praise it, and also I played this creepy Mickey game or whatever. I remember it being creepy because there was like some, it's about a haunted house and the ghost. Even though it's Disney S and it's very Mickey, it's very freaking YT, rated or whatever. It's like for kids, but it's pretty scary for kids. Let me tell you, I remember being scared for it, but I played it back during that time. I also played River City Girls. I was supposed to play River City 2, like River City Girls 2. And also Tunic, that freaking Dark Souls, like it's a very hard game. I tried my best to play it, but it's just like so hard. So yeah, those were the games I played during that time, as well as and there was a lot of last things that I did there. That it was also from the last, and especially as I remembered, for those that don't know, I skateboard. But what people don't know is that I do more than skateboard. This is for the people that know me for skateboarding, but they don't know that I do other activities and other exercises like dancing and running and jogging and stuff like that. So skateboarding is not always that, because during this time, it was the last time that I went to a skate park, and I just never been back ever since. Never really felt like I needed to. And also, as well as last time I went to the gym there. Also, I had a birthday at what is this called? It says birthday at a pizza. Oh yeah, of course it's birthday. My birthday's at January, so yeah. So pretty much today's January. Like I'm trying to remember what was the last thing I did for my birthday, but I couldn't remember. Actually, I don't know. I think I celebrated solo and I just hung out with Stefan like later that day or something like that. Like later, pretty much the next week or whatever. I don't remember. But yeah, that was January. There's a lot of things that I feel like, I could have addressed, and also what was happening. But all I can think about during that time was that the funeral, and, moving out of my grandma's house and moving on to a new place that I didn't like. And for those that don't know, this is not the house. The house that I'm in right now is not the house that is, the one that I was living in when I left my grandma's house. It was another house in a hillbilly area. And I was thinking about it. It was a freaking dusty dustpan. I had to move into that crap. And I literally thought it was gonna feel like, oh man, this is gonna be brand new. It's gonna feel right. And the thing is that it felt right because later on, as I'm gonna talk about later, it was also the first house that I hung out with my friend Stefan, because we always hung out in a freaking car, and it was a headache. We always had to hang out in the car, and this was the first time hanging out in an actual house, having a TV, in front of us. And Yeah, thank God, But of course, that was like later on that I'm going to talk about, even though I already did. February. Let's talk about February real quick. As you can see here, we were in the process of fixing and moving a couple things. I think that's how it is when it comes down to moving anywhere. Is that you have to clean up your mess before you move, basically. And there was this like place. There was this thing. You see this, like I don't know. It's a shelter or cabin or whatever you may call it. We had that, and yeah, for whatever reason, my parents just broke it. And pretty much, I could have used that to record more videos or do more like audio stuff, and they just broke it. And I just feel like I didn't stop them. I could have stopped them. It sucked, and yeah, they just break it and just pretty much throw it away, which was sad. I felt like I could have used that, but it was too late for me. Even though like YouTube now wasn't going to be my job. I have another job. But that's something I didn't know, like during that time. So in February, moving also into a cousin's birthday. I'm gonna keep off all the family stuff. I did a bunch of stuff last year for my nephews and nieces. I'm gonna keep that off the table because that's a little. I have so many pictures of just me babysitting my nephew and nieces. Also, like what else? There was this whole drama about DK Oldies. I don't talk about drama a lot in this particular video, so but it was so big that it's literally been talked about. As well as that. Oh yeah, I don't really put like stuff related or anime related or anything like that. But yeah, I watched Ruby, Ruby season 9, I believe, the fairy tale arc, and yeah, that's kind of like what I've been up to. But yeah, February, that's basically what I did. I forget most of the stuff that happened, but also some games that I played. I played the worst game ever, aka Ladybug Rise of Sphinx. Also, yeah, I did watch Ladybug, Ruby and Ladybug. I think I was trying to catch up in both seasons, and yeah, they were worth it. Especially for like Ladybug. I feel like, but Ruby, man, I don't know. I feel like you don't need much to critique. If there's a critique for me when it comes down to Ruby, I feel like if you're a fan of it, you're not getting a lot. You know what I mean? You're not getting a good amount of dose of Ruby content, sadly. That's my opinion. And when it comes down to Ladybug, man, you just, what is up with the plot? Why are you still in love with this cartoon? I don't know. Next up, oh yeah, the games I played. What's this? This game called Post Mouse, which was a fun, free Steam game that I downloaded. Also, I babysit my nephews, of course, and I played my brother's PS5. He had One Piece Odyssey, and I played One Piece Odyssey, and it was a fun game. I was pretty much into like the whole One Piece thing during that time. Crash Twinsanity, coming back to the game, was amazing. Also played this other game randomly out of nowhere, Tetris Effect. If you ever heard it, it's Tetris. If you know Tetris, I feel like I don't even need to explain Tetris at all. But during March, I guess this is a fun one. As you can see here, I'm in the mall, and pretty much it's just nice. I forget where the location was. It was somewhere in South Jose or San Jose, somewhere South Bay or whatever it is. But yeah, I actually gave a gift for Stefan that he turned out when we were hanging out, and this is also the time when we were first hanging out in the new house, and it felt amazing. Also, he didn't know I actually lived close to him because he lives in a hillbilly area as well as me. I can't give the location away. No, and also there was this animation called Lackadaisy was rising up. It also kept raining during this time. I don't know why. And also some games. I played Goose Game. I also played Slide 2 on the PS2. That was coming back to the game. It was a lot of like emotions, a lot of memories. Sly is literally like one of my favorite franchises in gaming of all time. Hades, yep, I played that. Finished Halo. Halo was a fun game. And also I finished it during this time. Cereza, aka Bayonetta, Lost Demon, and pretty much yeah, that's a game I'm wanting to come back, but I guess I just never did. I don't know. I'm not into Bayonetta. I feel like I could have, despite me looking like her, but I wish I really came in knowing more about lore or just like falling in love with Bayonetta. It's just I don't know. There's something about it where it's not my thing. Session. This is a new skate game that now it's not my favorite anymore because Scary XL just came out, and that's been my game. That's been my like go-to skating game of the whole time, and I play a lot of skate games still to this day. I still probably play Skate 3, one of my favorite retro games of all time. Klonoa done. I finished Klonoa. That was fun. All the Klonoa games, I believe, and Spelunky. So yeah, the just a good amount of games that I played there. I guess I didn't have much to actually give in this March. I feel like there was something going on, but I don't know. It was something class related, but I don't really care to share that. April. So we're gonna move on to April, and as you can see in the picture, this is Sac Anime. Sac Anime Winter, I believe it is, which was strange because it's not winter anymore because this is freaking April. I don't know if anyone in the staff in SAC Anime is good with seasons, but I can tell you very much that they're pretty bad. I love them. I love SAC Anime. Shout out to the staff. The ticket price. I hope they don't ban me like freaking Fanime ban me. You know, Fanime, believe it or not, ban me. It's a long story, but yeah, SAC Anime. It's been my go-to convention, even though it's in no ways SAC Anime, in no ways I would relate it to anywhere when it comes down to the city of Sacramento, because that is a freaking trash pit. Okay, the city of Sacramento. I mean, I say that for every other, like, city in California, because we're just a freaking trashy city. I mean, trashy state, to be honest. We're literally falling down in the pits of hell. It's already the pits of hell here already. Like, it's not even a surprise anymore, but that's Cali for you. If anyone lives here, please don't. Just take my warning. Don't ever live here. It is getting worse. It's getting more expensive. And also, if you want to get like mugged by homeless people and robbed, hey, that's cool. That's my rant for Cali. Okay. Oh my God, Vince, you're getting political. But the thing is that yeah, it was away from the homeless site in Sacramento, not the other convention. Now that one, it was in the middle of the city, which was which was interesting. But also, this one, like, particularly was outside the city, so thank God. But it was one of the most memorable, and God, I had so much fun in SAC Anime, especially with Stefan and all that. We had a good time, and just checking out all the goods and all the like. It was actually, I guess, one of my favorites so far. But yeah, it was like a lot of good time. Took a lot of pictures with a lot of cosplayers and stuff like that. Talked to a bunch of folks, played a lot of games, and checked out a lot of like merchandise and stuff like that. Got a lot of good stuff. Yeah, conventions. But also, April was what did I also do? Oh yeah, there was this party that I went to where I literally would never go back. I questioned myself why I went there. It was so strange. It was a good friend that I haven't met in a while. I kind of called him my cousin because anyone Filipino, I call him my cousin. But yeah, just yeah, pretty much I went to this party there. There was this person giving me his like YouTube channel, and he was one of those people. And I don't blame him. He kind of reminds me when I was younger. For those that don't know, I never ever give people like hey guys, hey friend, hey, you should check out my YouTube channel. Blah 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 blah. That's cringe. Okay, I don't do that. Not anymore. I used to. I question why, but I don't. Unless I really, really get to know the person. Okay, like I really get to know the person, then I might tell them my channel. But overall, I don't think this channel is worth actually, just shouting in the freaking heavens like, oh, hey, just check out my channel. No one cares, okay? I don't do that anymore. But yeah, this party, I don't know what it is. There was this one guy that was like, don't care about talking to anyone, especially me. He just seems so like, I don't know. He always seems so charismatic whenever I try to talk to him. I'm like, do you have a problem? Like I don't know what's up with his like, and he has nothing. He's not related at all in anyone in the party, and I don't know. I just didn't get a good vibe from this particular party. But what else? Also, I started biking during this time. Like I started to really exercise and going outside more. That's why I try to do. It used to be like reading books, but now it's like going outside. Then again, now I think about it, I think during around January, February, and all the other earlier months, I went out and to actually get some more sun, more vitamin D or whatever, like reading, and because I got really so hung up staying in the house, and especially how dusty it is, it was a nightmare. Also, next up, okay, yeah, Sac Anime, and also after Sac Anime, I went to the mall. This nice mall over there, man. Let me tell you, South Bay area has like some good malls. Also after that, like after that day, a few days later after that convention, I went to San Francisco Park. That was fun. Uh, and I got into, oh yeah, I also got into this exercise habit called HIIT. That really helped me, health wise. I really try to be more health conscious during this time. But yeah, also some quick games I played. Tomb Raider. I played the first Tomb Raider, aka PS1. Like we're talking about like taking way back, and I failed because I'd never really touched the game ever again. It was sucky. But at least to me, because I didn't not had a good time. I feel like I was like, man, I you know what? I'd rather play Uncharted. I don't know. Um, Neon and Dust. That was a game. It's a game I still play right now on the Switch. Little Gator game. That was a man. I put that in my top list. That was a very fun game on the Switch as well. Spyro. This is where I begin my Spyro series, which became like almost an everyday game for me. Skate. Oh yeah, Skate 4. Well, I call it Skate 4. I don't care what people say. I don't care what the developers say. You know, they can eat these. Okay, I can tell you right now, they don't know me and I don't know them. But I love them because they're making the new Skate game. But at the same time, they're really encouraging, wanting other people to call it Skate, like not Skate 4. I'm sorry. I'm still calling it Skate 4. I'm sorry, okay? You're not gonna stop me. I don't care if they look at me crazy or anything. No, I'm calling it Skate 4. And my real ones, the real ones that are fans of Skate, they know what I'm talking about. Okay? They don't know what you talking about when you say Skate. Oh, hey, download Skate. What Skate? No. I'm calling it Skate 4. You know, you go sue me. Go ahead. Okay? Because you can't. Because I'm calling it the way I want to call it. But and they're gonna put something out there. They really try to guilt trip like people like not calling it Skate 4. We're still gonna call it Skate 4. You're not stopping us. GTA, there's freaking GTA 6. It's not called GTA blah blah blah. No, it's called GTA 6 coming soon. This, I'm calling it Skate 4. Deal with it. Sorry, that's my rant. I've been in a very ranty mood. I'm a grumpy old man. But yeah. Also, what else that I did during this time? Oh yeah, SF6 on the PS5. That was a fun game. Man, that was a fun fighting game when I was like babysitting with my cousins as well. Yeah, me and my nephew had a really fun time playing SF6. Street Fighter. Oh, it's always a classic. Anyways, let's move on to the next one before I get canceled. May saw my old what is this? Saw my old friend. What the heck? Oh yeah, I did. Shout out to the homie Jamal. I saw him. I told him about my channel. I'm not sure he's around here, but yeah. I saw him like a bowling alley or whatever. Also, I got a massage gun this time. Also, as you can see here, this is when I was biking, and this is the longest route that I took or something. I don't know how many miles. I don't know miles like that, but yeah, just that long. May. Okay, it was someone's birthday. I guess they were serving tacos or whatever. I don't know. It was like this group of teenagers' birthday, and I guess it was like one of my cousins that invited me to go there. I'm like, okay, whatever, as long as they're free food, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I just didn't care to stay there much. But they served free foods, free tacos. But they were also like freaking like I don't know. I feel like I could easily be their dad, and I just didn't stay. I was like, this is getting weird. Okay, I'm gonna see you later, cousin. So yeah, I left out there. Also, oh yeah, I did something for Webtoon. I think I signed something. I don't know, but I'm still waiting. You Webtoon, they don't see this video. It was something for Webtoon. They gave me something, a note or whatever, or something to sign, and I don't know where that thing is going. Yeah. Also, I saw Rent. That was a fun movie. I can see why many people during the 2005 was a fan of that because I keep hearing about it during that time. I'm like, can people shut up about whatever the stinking like musical they're all yapping about? I can see why. Rent. Now that's a good time. A dentist. I saw the dentist. speaking, talking about the dentist, my teeth are hurting right now. I had so much cake because it's my birthday. You gotta have cake. You gotta treat yourself. You know what I mean? And yeah, my teeth hurt. These cavities hurt. But when I was in the dentist during this time in May, my teeth didn't hurt. It was strange. Also, I just saw John Wick 4. That was fun. Man, the last John Wick movie. That's kind of crazy to think about. And also, yeah, this is during the time when The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out and people were just ramming about it. It's like, and I can see why. It's like a very good game. And I'm the type of gamer that always catches up to other games. So during this time when I was gaming, I was like, yo, let me start with the first like Zelda in this series. Not the first freaking Zelda ever. No, I'm not going all the way to the freaking NES. Are you kidding me? No. I could easily play the NES and the 3DS, which I did. Link's Awakening, that was a fun time, but it was too much. And for freaking Breath of the Wild, I played Breath of the Wild during this time. I was like curious about it. I was checking it out on my Switch and I played it, right? Yeah. No. 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 I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it. This game itself it's like so freaking big. You can only imagine about Tears of the Kingdom because I keep hearing it, like people playing it. Like I'm talking about like weeks, and they didn't even complete most of the game. If anything, there's still too much to begin with. Even if you play it as a week, Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know what's up with Zelda. What kind of freaking witchcraft is this? Like it's a game so big it doesn't break your Switch, because the Switch is so outdated at this point. It's such like, there's so many quests in here and there, so much story, so much interest, so much lore, so much like, there's so much backspace to it to the point where, this backlog, it could, if your backlog is Zelda, it would take you years to finish anything surrounding Zelda. If you start playing Zelda right now, it would take you years. And for me, yeah, nope, nah. I played Breath of the Wild. I love the game. It's fun. It's too damn big. It's so fat. I just couldn't fit it, especially during the time when I had a bunch of other games that I forgot that I was playing, stuff like that. I had a bunch of other games. I don't know where they are, but it's probably the previous ones that you heard me talk about, like Neon Dust, Sly 2. I was still playing the Sly series during this time, and I was continuing on Halo 2 as well. I was trying to finish the Halo series, but then I go into Zelda. It's like, no, I can't do it. I can't play Breath of the Wild. That you need a lot of free time for that. And I got a good amount of free time, but it's not enough to actually even play it. Especially now, since I have a job. I don't think I would ever actually play Breath of the Wild. It's a good game. It's one of the first games that I streamed, and this is the first time I stream on my YouTube channel. If you were earlier here, I stream Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that was actually the first time I streamed it here. And yeah, the game kept crashing whenever I tried to stream it, so that wasn't so good. And also I was new to streaming and stuff like that. But the game is too damn big. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I love the game. It's not bad. I enjoyed it very much. The thing is that I played it in the wrong damn time. And I feel bad for myself. And I feel like more games come, it's also going to be another bad time for me. Moving on. Let's go into June because, June was a fun time. That's for sure. Especially going to freaking Las Vegas. I had a good time in Las Vegas. But I did realize, like, damn, Las Vegas is like just the most soggiest. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you are rich, if you have lots of money, and me, I don't have lots of money, so I have to make what I can in my time in Las Vegas. But yeah, I was with Las Vegas with my family, and yeah, it was okay. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't like, crazy in any sense. I mean, there was a lot of things I did here. A lot of like, first for like, many years. I also got some new glasses. That was actually interesting. I never thought. Also, that whole, I remember starting a Fast and Furious like route. Like, oh, I'm going to watch all the Fast and Furious before Fast X comes, And I was willing to do that. But what did I did that? I did that last year and I quit. I think I saw like 3 or 2 or whatever, Fast and Furious 3 and 2. I was done. I was like, man, this is I don't know. There's something about this series where I'm just like, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get bored. I'm not into racing. I'm into playing racing games. One day I really do want to play Forza, Horizon. Oh man, I always want to play Forza. That'd be the day, That'd be like a whole new, type, because I grew up playing Gran Turismo, and I always want to check out Forza. But when it comes down to a movie about it, that's why I didn't watch the freaking Gran Turismo movie. Yeah, I didn't care. I'm sorry, but in June, I did play a bunch of other games. That's for sure. And also went strawberry picking. I said here I visited an old house. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But into the gaming side of June, I went to Planet of Lana. Yeah, that's. Oh, did I say went? Sorry, I played Planet of Lana. That was the best game that I ever played. Man, that was fun. Also, I played Crash, but it was a bunch of ROM hacks. In Halo 2, I was still playing Halo 2. I tried to finish it. It's not easy. And also I tried to actually play Halo 3 as well. That was hard too. Poker Champs on the GameCube. I played that. I played this game that I became one of my favorite demos of all time. It was called Mini Shoot Demo. I also played Maximo for the PS2 and also Metal Gear. I started my Metal Gear series. I started my Metal Gear route. I tried to start it with 3 because I heard you need to start at Metal Gear 3, and then you go down to the list of and then you what is it? You go down to Metal Gear 1 and 2 and just like a zigzag effect to it. But yeah, so yeah, Vegas was okay. The thing is that when I went to Las Vegas, there was this time where I actually had crap on my shoes, and yeah, I think I threw those shoes away, sadly. And then I don't know. I guess they're just left there in the freaking trash wild, and whoever gets them, because I realized damn, these are actually my favorite kind of shoes because I dance a lot with these, but I guess never cared to clean them, and I guess I forgot about them. I just abandoned them. Yeah, kind of crazy. Good thing I bought some new shoes for my birthday. Got a good coupon for that. But yeah, the shoes I had, man, I felt bad for it. I just, there's part of me where I still wanted those shoes because they have a good looking back end to it. I don't know what's it called, a good looking sole. It had different colors and stuff, but I had to throw it away. The freaking dog poo was Vegas is not a very, again, if you have the money, it can be pleasant for you, but I feel like everywhere you go in Vegas, they charge you. They are really charging you. Internet, just little inches of internet, or you have to you're getting charged for it. The room, the freaking bills that come with it, the TV bill, it's stupid. It's ridiculous over there just how much they charge you. If you go into Vegas, you better have the money for it. I'm talking about you need at least 30K to, if you're gonna be okay in Vegas. I mean, that's my opinion. Don't quote me on it. July, I went to 4th of July at my cousin's. That was nice. And also, Nimona. Yeah, Nimona was. I saw that movie. It was pretty good. I liked it. SF was cold. Oh yeah, I went to San Francisco and it was somewhat cooler there. I don't know. What is this? Abandoned buildings. Why did I put abandoned buildings? Okay, that's strange. And also I did my first ever interview guest. It was TVC. I did my first ever interview with her. That was amazing. I feel like this is my first interview with anyone. I feel like I did too much, but it wasn't too bad. I'm very curious to ask TVC, what's your opinions of how I interview you, because the thing is, the audio was a little crusty on my part. I forgot to put up TVC's volume, but luckily she recorded it, and TVC was a real one for that. Okay, she probably might not want me back, to be honest, but at the same time, I have to thank TVC a lot for helping me with the podcast, because she can see through me. She can see, she can almost feel how nervous I am. She can definitely sense that I am not I'm very new to this and stuff like that. And also she did a bunch of stuff, but it also took a lot of editing for the freaking podcast, and yeah, it was not easy. But I am planning to change that soon. But yeah, shout out to TVC for being my first ever guest, all the way from Nigeria. I never thought that would ever happen. That's kind of crazy. But also, as you can see in the picture, I went to Anime Impulse. That was fun. Had a good time there. Very low key. I didn't go there with Stefan, and yeah, I just went there by myself, and it's kind of a different vibe when you go there by yourself. They had that like the K-pop flash mob event there. That was fun, and I guess a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, it was a pleasant time. Anyways, let me see what I got here. Uh, games. I played Pirate 101. I actually streamed that a lot. I was planning to play Toontown. I was planning to come back to it, but that never happened. Played this Harry Potter mobile game. That was actually fun. Armored Core. I keep hearing all this hype about the new Armored Core game, and I was like, "Yo, let me play the first ever ones." And I was told that the PSP was the first one to actually get started, and I didn't enjoy it. So there's that. Lilo and Stitch. I don't know why. I freaking the Lilo and Stitch playthrough, the PS1 version, and that game is man, it didn't catch up in time, right? But it's still a good time the way I recorded. Also, Doomsday Hunters, that was a fun game. I don't play anymore, but it was fun when it was released. August, we're gonna move on to August. As you can see here, this is this donut place that I was at when I was in the downtown area. It was also the hottest day, of course. What is this? Oh yeah, there was so much hype about the movie Across the Spider Verse. I think it's called. Yeah, across the Spider Man across the Spider Verse. There, you know what? We'll just call it that. I don't freaking know. I forgot. But this movie itself, a lot of hype about it. Especially, I saw it with me and Stefan. And Stefan watched it so many damn times. And let me tell you, it was a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm very curious for the Spider Verse 2 tree. Yeah, the third one, if it ever comes out. Also, did a little skateboarding. I didn't quit. I went to Alameda and skated there, and that was fun. Also, there was this whole news surrounding Kai Cenat with the whole riots thing that was happening in New York City. That was insane. And also, yeah, Fuzi went nuts. There was this whole thing about FuziTube and his controversy and just the way how he treats people and how crazy he is. Dude's sporadic. I would not be close to him. If he ever is around in the city, I would be in my house and safe. Next up, we got some games here. We got the whole hype surrounding Baldur's Gate was getting annoying. And I was trying to find out like what the heck is up with this hype about Baldur's Gate. So I went to do the usual thing like I did with every game series. Oh man, this freaking like Baldur's Gate tree is out. And let me check the first one, aka Dark Alliance. Which wasn't the first one in that Baldur's Gate series because there's different variations of Baldur's Gate, and I don't freaking know. But yeah, played Dark Alliance on the GameCube, and it was fun. It was very Diablo. It's very Diablo. That's what I would say. Very Diablo like the game from Blizzard. But it was not bad. Also, speaking of games, I played a whole bunch of games. I streamed them, and it was the game festival because this was during the time when a bunch of gaming directs was coming out. So I played stuff surrounding Sage, aka the platforming center. All these platformers. Oh, it was platformer heaven. Shout out to Sage, SAGE. Shouts to them. They making some good stuff, some good stuff. But yeah, Sage 2023. I stream a bunch of games there, and I'm looking forward for more. Also, Black Skylands. That was another game that I played. It's like a top-down Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's so good. Also, yeah, I got started on some PS3 games. Thank God for that. Also, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Man, what a good game. Was in my top list. I played it. It was a good time. September. This was during the time when One Piece was out. The One Piece live action, and I couldn't still to this day, I cannot get that show out of my head. It was so much fun. I enjoyed so much of One Piece live action. I really do want to see the second season of it or the second act of it. I don't freaking know. The second release package. Like when is Netflix gonna come out with that? But yeah, SAC Anime Summer. I also went to another convention, but this is when I got really tired of going to a whole bunch of conventions and stuff like that. I was like, man, I'm getting really like, especially with Stefan and me, and Stefan only went to a couple of conventions here and there, but it felt like me and him were going to some like I think my mom told me like, aren't you guys going to much conventions? Didn't you ready to go to this convention? I was like, well, mom, that was like 3 months ago. and we're going to a different one. And it feels like, yeah, it does feel like I've been to way too many conventions. So yeah, this was the last one for this year, and I'm not sure if I'm going to any conventions for this particular year, but it's still unsure. Other than that, yeah, SAC Anime Summer was a good time. It was in the middle of the city. That was hectic. Um, it also it's also the moment where I almost lost the fun, and that was a nightmare, experience. And also after that, I knew I needed to take a mental break, so I went to Lake Tahoe for 3 days, and you know what? That was a good retreat. That was a good retreat, at least off the city. I go to Lake Tahoe because I just want to get out of the city. I want to get out of the Bay Area or Sacramento area or any city in California because those. Let me tell you, it's a freaking nightmare. I mean, New York's different. There's a different vibe to it, but when it comes to the vibe and the freaking it just feels like it's a little too much in California, at least in my opinion. So I went to Lake Tahoe. I went to there for a couple days and also celebrated Stefan's birthday. I don't know what we did, but I did give him a gift. It was like an image or some kind of drawing it from high school, and he was like, "Where did you get this?" And I got it from like a couple of friends. I just knew a couple of people that actually had it and stuff like that. And yeah, it was an emotional moment. And some games I played Eastward and Animal Crossing, not a lot, especially for the next month, October. I did not play nothing. You know why? Because I went to the Philippines. I went to, yes, I went to the Philippines. Oh my God, I went outside the country. I never thought I would ever be out of the country. It's still kind of shocking because I was literally there for like 2 weeks or 3.5 weeks. It was almost a month. It was insane. I was there for a long time. I thought I was never coming back to the US. And I feel like I shouldn't come back to the US because everything in the US sucks now. Just how expensive it is here. Like my whole perspective of the US and my perspective in life in general just changed. A lot of firsts happened for me in the Philippines. My first ever boat fishing ride, my first ever gliding riding the sticks kind of thing. First time in like a 9-star hotel resort or something that I experienced in a nine in especially a 5-star Michelin dinner in Boracay. First time trying to climb up to get coconuts, and first ever massage, which completely changed my life. It completely changed my confidence, and man, it was just amazing. And the whole time I was having fun with my brother, and it was just this amazing, like almost like a I would say an Uncharted kind of relationship. It was like a Ratchet and Clank, or like a Jack and Dexter, or like Sully and Drake, from Uncharted. Like that's what it felt like between me and my brother. And this whole time we were out in the freaking jungle. We were out in like so many areas, the streets, the favelas, the different locations, some of the dangerous locations. Even he wants to get the authentic view of the Philippines, and me, I was just holding for dear life. I'm like, okay, I trust you, brother, but man, be careful, okay? We're tourists, right? We gotta be safe out these streets, okay? We're not in America anymore. But yo, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of adventure, a lot of man. It's just, you know what? There's a bunch of stuff here. I don't care about it. Philippines was the main highlight for this particular month. I don't care about freaking Halloween. I don't know if I celebrate it, but I managed to actually make it before Halloween because someone has to give the candy, which there was not a lot of kids to actually give candy to, so good. But yo, Philippines was the highlight. So many things happened. I went to 3 locations plus Singapore. Oh my God, man, it was like life changing for me because I haven't traveled in a decade. That's insane, insane. Anyways, yeah. Also started my TikTok. I had also the worst fast food experience in my life after I left the Philippines. No wonder I was so happy when I actually left America. I was like, yeah, F this place. Because I went to Jack in the Box and I waited like 30 minutes to actually, there's something wrong with the computer, 30 minutes for this. And it, in abundance, it actually was like 3 hours waiting for my freaking lunch. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Literally almost like I actually had to come in the room because I was waiting for my drink, and they were just just taking a long time. And I went over there and I yelled to the cashier like, "Bro, where's my drink?" And he got scared and he was like, "Yeah, okay, you coming, sir." Bro, I was pissed. I understand what they're going through. They're probably like going through a lot there, who's ever working, but bro, like it just shows me like what is up with America right now with these. Why are you doing to these employees? Can you just fix your ish? Like, come on. Anyways, November rolled true. A lot life changing things happened in November. A lot of interesting things, that's for sure. Oh yeah, last time chilling with Stefan at the other house because it was the moment that I was gonna move. I heard I was gonna move. My parents were on about it, but looks like I did move, and this is the house am right now. Otherwise, I would have been in that dusty pan of a home that I was in in a couple months. But I left there, and I didn't miss it. I was like, good riddance. That place sucks. Okay, just look at my other podcast, me ranting about that freaking home that I was in. It sucked. But for this one, yeah, this was way better living in this house. Let me see here. So yeah, pretty much last time chilling there was fine, even though we didn't know. I told him like, yo, there might be a chance I might move. I'm not sure. And I was like in like, left and right about it. I was like, man, are we moving? Are we not moving? But it turns out I am moving. And look where I am now. I'm in a better place, a much more colder area now understanding it, but also way better place than that because it is dusty. Also, I did not have enough room to dance or exercise, but man, it has done wonders for me. It is mentally like it's kind of crazy. Traveling, moving, it feels like I'm living the life right now. Even though I'm not. Still a couple struggles here and there, but also a new job as well. Thank God for that. I don't know what it is. Just God bless me. But speaking of God, I've been very close to the Lord, especially this November, like during that time, because something happened to me when I was like, and I shared this in my other podcast, and I still to this day try to understand like what was so funny from Stefan when I was talking about him, because he laughed when I said like, bro, I got possessed, and he was like, something like that. I don't know, I could be wrong. He's laughing at something, but he laughed in the wrong time when it was like, dude, this is serious. I swear, I can't wait to talk to him tomorrow because I'm about to meet him tomorrow. I'm very curious of what he was laughing about when I was talking about it. Other than that, I could probably just rewatch it. I got literally possessed at November. Like I got like freaking like a demon just was like haunting me when I was trying to sleep. It probably still is going on. I don't know what it is. I still see shadow figures, like little bits of shadows here and there and orbs, and it's kind of like a scary experience. So yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of paranormal-ish and stuff like that. I could be wrong, but at this point, I wouldn't be surprised because right now I needed to pull myself together and be close to the Lord. So I had a freaking Gideon moment where I'm like, you know what? I need to worship the Lord. I need to actually stick in true with my faith. So that's what I've been doing, just sticking with my faith. And I guess that's the right words I can come up at the moment. I don't know how to really explain it because it's still awkward for me to actually explain my religion in some sense, even though it shouldn't mean anything, but it is everything, at least to me. Okay, for some of you, it's probably like bored, like, oh, okay, who cares, Vince? Well, it is important. I feel like, this is something that I personally need. And a lot of times, I still, like, there's times where I try to understand, like, why are people so iffy about Christians? Like, and I try to devote myself being a Christian, but at the same time, I'm not 100% on it, if I gotta be honest, okay? But there's parts of my life right now where I'm like, yo, I really do need to take this seriously. If I worship or I'm in a very spiritual moment right now, it's going to be very serious and I need it, okay? Because the demon is out here trying to hunt for my head. He's trying to hunt for my head, okay? I don't know what to do. I'm trying to freaking get the shield of the Lord before freaking, like, I don't know, a real life freaking Alistair, aka Radio Demon, comes haunt me. I don't want to see that. Okay, Alistair is my favorite character, but I don't want him to be close to near me because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to kill me because I literally saw a demon when I was sleeping during that time. And I was like, yo, I need Jesus. I need Jesus. I need to praise the Lord or something, okay? So anyways, moving on. Also played a couple games here. I didn't play no games last month. Okay, I was in the Philippines. What the heck? Like, why would I play anything else? I'm too busy trying to enjoy my damn life. Hello. But the games that I played on November was like, Jack 3. I continue with that. Another Ratchet and Clank game. GTA 6 was also announced. I didn't play it. I don't know why I put it here that I played it, but I didn't play it. But it was announced and it was like making noise. And also, Christmas. What is this? Christmas tree setup? What the heck? I don't know. Oh yeah, my neighborhood was doing this whole Christmas thing. It was a headache, and like they were just like my this neighborhood that I'm in. I love it. I adore it. But man, they go hard on Christmas. They go hard. Um, moving on. Also, yeah, December, Christmas. Like what else? Also, love for what is it? Why did I put love for YouTube? I don't love YouTube. I don't know what they did. I don't care about them. I did for top tens, but yeah, I was pretty busy on YouTube. I don't know. I think I already announced a couple of things here and there and stuff like that. Celebrate Christmas. Trying to be with my faith and all of that. It was a good New Year's. I finished things in time, especially stuff that is important. But other than that, yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the freaking December. You know what? Forget it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment on the jazz. That is month by month. That we've been here for 50 minutes almost. It feels like a full podcast. Other than that, yeah, just a good old month. What is it the best? And life is gonna get harder. What I do know is that a lot of blessings happen. You know what? That's mostly what's important. Other than that, thank you guys for being with me for this long. I do appreciate it. And I never thought, anyone else would ever care about me. I always never understood it. But there's always a part of me where like, you know what? These wouldn't be real humans if they didn't really care about someone that they follow passionately. But thank you guys. Other than that, I'll see you when I see you. One love and a peace. And looking forward for stuff for this particular year, 2024. Let's do it. One love. God bless.